A really enjoyable go-home show for Monday Night Raw. Some epic things happened, some fun things definitely happened, and a lot of references we got to talk about. This is things you might have missed. And before we get started, make sure you've hit the like button. And if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button too. It was Becky Lynch that started off this week's Monday Night Raw, and I love the fact they did the throwback to Becky giving Asuka the title after, Becky announced she was pregnant back in 2020. Obviously playing into their storyline, really perfect. It didn't take long for all three to be in the ring before their match at Hell in a Cell. But I wanted to know something. Did you actually catch what Bianca Belair actually said? She stood in the ring and said, "I do my talking in the ring." Well, yeah, you did. Well done. What? I know she means actually wrestling, but she stood in the ring talking. That's what she's doing. However, it did lead to a really good opening match between Bianca Belair and Asuka. Really, really solid. And obviously we had Becky Lynch on commentary, and she mentioned the fact that Becky Lynch is a wizard. Of course, a little bit of mockery maybe to Chris Jericho and the sports entertainment group in AEW. And let me tell you something, WWE wanted her to say it because they actually wrote the quote out on a tweet on Twitter. Oh, that's pissed some people off. WWE know what they're doing, and they did it again with Cody and Seth. We had the brawl, but before that, Seth came out through the fans and mentioned AEW. Not directly, but of course he spoke about Cody and his friends wanting to tear down everything Seth Rollins was building in WWE. And he mentioned the fact that Cody Rhodes obviously, breaks the throne, took a sledgehammer to the throne, which is what Cody Rhodes did at the first ever Double or Nothing. Oh boy, that one got good. But there was also the reference to Seth changing Cody Rhodes, which I know a lot of you tagged me in on Twitter and talked about on DM. I called it. Of course I called it. Big moment. But an even bigger moment. Curtis freaking Axel! Oh my God. You know what this means? Axel-mania is running wild, brother. A really epic brawl, though, between Seth and Cody. I think it's exactly what the feud needed. Exactly. We've had the big moment with Cody returning. We've had the moment where Seth gets his revenge. This Hell in a Cell match is hype, but it felt like it was missing something. And now we get the actual hatred between the two. Oh boy, that just takes it to that next level, which is exactly what this feud needed for a third match. I can't wait for Sunday's match. Alexa Bliss, victorious again on Monday Night Raw. This week she defeated Doudrop. I thought the streak was over when Nikki ASH jumped on the apron. I thought it was going to screw her out of the match. But no, she kicked her down and Alexa Bliss was victorious again. Now, obviously last week we did a Have You Noticed video with Alexa Bliss, noting that every week she's been on Raw, something has changed. Well, this is week 4, and this week she had these elbow pads just below her elbows. But that is new. Something has changed. We did get a flashback as well to Money in the Bank 2018 when she won the briefcase, cashed it in to become the Raw Women's Champion. And Corey Graves, for 2 weeks in a row, has referenced how he's not happy with Alexa Bliss. Oh boy, she's going to call him out again on Twitter, isn't she? In case you missed her announcement earlier on Twitter, Alexa Bliss has partnered with a jewellery company, and you can now buy a Twisted Bliss necklace or a Play and Pain ring, both made out of solid silver. They look amazing. They're quite expensive, but that's pretty cool. We didn't get a countdown to Cody clock this week. Instead, we got a countdown to the championship contenders match. Bro, honestly, I love the pairing of Nakamura and Riddle. I think it's really good. What was the blinking lights behind Riddle about? Did you notice that? They just kept blinking. I've got no idea what was going on, but it was really cool. I really love the fact that WWE have given a reason for this tag team's existence. So quickly, they just throw people together and just expect us to accept it. This at least has storyline reasons why Riddle and Nakamura are together. Quick reminder, this Saturday is NXT in your house. Main event, Bron Breakker versus Joe Gacy for the NXT Championship. Not a lot of hype for this show, so just wanted to make sure you guys are aware that's on this Saturday. We had an appearance from T-Bar, formerly Dominik Dijakovic, which is pretty cool. I love the fact the Street Profits just sat there in the ring while we had the 24/7 segment. They added so much to it. We got the kiss after Tamina won the title, and then, yes, Akira Tozawa basically rolled her up and got the championship. Akira Tozawa, new 24/7 champion, and yes, he was cheered on by the Street Profits. Screw your girlfriend. We'll cheer for that. That's a thing. Ali versus Ciampa was, I thought, going to be a really good match until it just, wasn't, because Austin Theory caused a disqualification really quickly, and then we found out we're getting a US title match. Austin Theory basically squashed Ali, but it was general manager, person in charge, I don't know what he calls himself, Adam Pearce made the match. We are getting this for Hell in a Cell in Ali's hometown. Mustafa Ali is from Chicago. WWE may be giving him the belt in Chicago? Rhea Ripley has a new theme song, and it's badass. I really like her new theme, man. It's really cool. Fits the Judgment Day character for Rhea Ripley perfectly. Go and research it if you haven't heard it already. But of course, she faced Liv Morgan this week on Raw, playing out that feud. And yes, Liv Morgan won clean. Deservedly so, I might just add. Of course, AJ Styles accompanied to the ring. But in the brawl at the end of the match, Finn Balor returned to Raw. Where the hell were you last week? Oh my God. They needed you, Finn. And you just didn't show up. At least he showed up this week. And I suppose that is too sweet. I honestly, I think it's great every time they do this. Honestly, I can't wait for Hell in a Cell. I don't know if that's when we're going to get the fourth member of Judgment Day. Edge is consistently teasing it's going to happen, and I think this match for Hell in a Cell just makes perfect sense to do it. Money in the Bank, the premium live event advertising has started, of course, in the new MGM Grand Arena. They've downsized it from a stadium. Can't really blame them for that, but that was being advertised non-stop tonight. Something that was advertised last week, though, Lacey Evans returns to action this week on Raw, but she didn't, which was kind of weird considering she's got a military gimmick. Currently a babyface. They haven't turned her heel yet, and it's Memorial Day. Why would you axe her from this week's show? I don't understand WWE sometimes. I really never will. Especially when the main event is a contract signing between Lashley and Omos. And why did Omos bring in a table? Honestly, WWE, you could have saved yourself like 30 seconds there by just making that table a breakable table, which you could then reuse. Logic, please, WWE. Oh my God, did you notice when Lashley speared Omos through the table? Omos was just like, okay, as a camera, the camera's on me. I better sell this a little bit better. He was just like, he just got, I don't know, finger flicked or something. What? He went through a table, sell it! Despite that, though, I really did enjoy this week's Raw. Solid 7.5 out of 10 from me. We'll be back for things you might have missed SmackDown and Hell in a Cell this week. So make sure you've hit the subscribe button. Turn on notifications. You'll never miss an upload. We'll also do Hell in a Cell predictions whenever I get a chance. I'll see you as always next time. Peace!